Welcome and welcome back, family. My name is Ami. I'm your Mystic Rugrat, and this is the Amiverse. This is part 2 of the Naziyahharris deep dive. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos like this, and a special welcome to all my new subscribers. Thank you.
They don't serve breakfast there. Okay, there's no what they call it, continental breakfast. Thank you, Shantia. There's no complimentary, continental. It's just hoes. So there is a lot of activity going on in that hotel. I don't say anything unless I go check stuff out myself, because some people, I mean, they may be dependable, but I just got to know my damn self. I got to know and see myself. Just whole lot of hoes. I mean, it's just crackhead central. Let me just stop keeping. It's crackhead central. Crackhead central. The workers who have been working there for years. They know everybody who comes in and comes out. The people who have been staying on the second and third floor knows who come in and come out. Okay. There is a lot of illegal shit happening there. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Some doors I was like, ain't nothing going up. No, ain't nothing going up. Oh, that sounds like a struggle. Like, gets better. It gets better. So, there was someone there who knows Beluga Whale Shannon. Apparently, Shannon and Jarvis used to go to these apartments that are now closed down and abandoned, which just so happens to be 7 minutes away from their current address. Seven minutes away. This person used to live in these apartments before they went abandoned. And apparently, Shannon and Jarvis would go to this particular apartment with Naziyah.
Okay, so let me put my court hat on, okay? Let me get my gavel in hand. Because if I was, in a courtroom and I was on the opposing side, I would say objection, hearsay. Because where are you getting this information? How do you know for sure that Shannon and Jarvis were taking this little girl over to that apartment complex 7 minutes from their current residential space? Where are you getting this information, Roxy? I think it's important to let the people know that as well. Cite your sources.
Now, y'all gonna say, oh, well, how do you know it was her? Da-da-da.
That's right.
Before I told or as I was talking to this person, before I said anything about Naziyah, she identified Shannon. The first word out of her mouth was, that's the girl who came here looking for Naziyah. Or she said she was looking for her, but they would bring Naziyah there all the time and just drop her off and leave her there at this apartment. She also said that at this particular apartment, there was a lot going on, if you get my drift. So much going on that you could not walk through the door of this apartment with who lived there without dropping drawers.
Dropping drawers?
That is what happened at this apartment. That is the only thing that happened at this particular apartment. Everybody in the building knew. It was also said that before I could even tell her anything, she told me. I said, when did you move out of this building? She said, they closed it down. I left out in June. She said, but I remember her coming here because it was cold. I said, what year? She said, this year. It was cold. She was like, it was like in like December or January time. She said that she knows who Shannon is because her and Jarvis would come there all the time. She said she knows who Naziyah is because when the news came on, when Naziyah's story got to the news, all of the kids, everybody who lived in the building, because apparently everybody knew everybody, but in this building on the second, third, and fourth floor, everybody knew everybody on the second, third, and fourth floor of this building. Of this apartment building. And she said that when Naziyah's story hit the news that she was missing, they ran Naziyah's ass up out of there.
Okay. Hold on. Because stuff's just not really making too much sense as of right now. Okay, so listen. Naziyah disappeared January 9th. She's saying she talked to somebody in these apartment complexes that allegedly Naziyah, Shannon, and Jarvis frequented. They even had an apartment and there was alleged freak-offs going on there, right? If Naziyah has been missing since January 9th, 2024, how did they run her up out of there around December 2023 or January 2024? So, are you saying allegedly that Naziyah was held up in this apartment and then ran out after her face was splattered on the news? Make it make sense to me, y'all. It's just 1 + 1 is 2, and I'm not getting that calculation. I'm confused. Are you confused? Leave a comment down below. I might be tripping, y'all. I'm only on my first cup of coffee. I told y'all in part 1, I do not like this. This has some stank on it. And furthermore, wouldn't they turn the situation in? Like, wouldn't they turn Jarvis in if that was the case? So you're just saying like the whole apartment building is basically like a freak nasty building and is corrupt? Because that's what I'm getting off of it. Because if that was the case, why wouldn't one of those matriarchs in that building be like, Naziyah, baby girl, you coming with me, or we going to the police, or say something, do something. It just does not make sense. This does not make sense one bit. And if I'm being honest, it just kind of has me looking at Roxy with the side eye. Not saying that this woman had anything to do with the disappearance or mistreatment of Naziyah. It's just, this is weird. It's a little odd. It's giving odd. This is giving odd.
Naziyah was gone. You didn't see her. And everybody was like, oh shit, that's the girl that used to be over there in the apartment, da. Now, once again, I will say I find this girl to be credible because before I told her anything, and this is not like because she watched this or she watched that. It was just certain things that she was saying that I feel like only certain people would know if they were around her. Then it gets even better, right? So this apartment building that both Jarvis and Shannon was seen at, and they said that Naziyah would be there in this apartment building too. There's houses down the street. This apartment building is on Shoemaker.
Okay, family, she said the apartment complex is on Shoemaker. I need y'all in Detroit. I need my Rugrats in Detroit to band together and find out what apartment complex she's talking about in Detroit, Michigan on Shoemaker.
So there was one person that was with me. Now, if she's in here, I'm not being rude. I'm not being disrespectful. I'm not trying to be funny. And she should know my heart by now. She should know my heart. Okay. So this is just what this person said. So there's a house that's like nearby this, like very close, in close proximity to this hotel. And I mean, to the apartment, building that's on Shoemaker. And, you know, we just talking to people or whatever and asking them about the neighborhood, stuff like that. He goes, we haven't said anything. He goes, damn, boy, I ain't seen you in a long time. Where baby girl at? Where your twin sister? The man said, I haven't seen you in a long time. Where's baby girl at? And where is your twin sister? Yes. Carly Square Apartments.
Carly Square Apartments. Anyone know about those? Leave a comment down below. Family, I came across the apartments. Carly Square Apartments. Child, they got no stars as of this year. And here's one of the reviews that a lady left some years back. They got bed bugs, child. The hallways is dirty. Traffic in and out all the time, all hours of the night. It looks like a building where people go in and they're forgotten.
Shannon and Jarvis were frequently seen at the Carly Square Apartments on Shoemaker, which is 7 minutes from the current address. Shannon's twin sister. He was asking where Shannon's twin sister was at. He thought the person who I was with was Shannon. So she is she's not like me, but she's like she's like a chocolate complexion, and she's like top heavy. Like, you know, like top heavy here. Shout out to Janae. Thank you. Shout out to you, love. And Jesus too. Yeah, so like that was weird. Like we hadn't even said anything. He was like, oh, you know how, you know, you ain't seen nobody in a long time. I was like, oh, where your twin at? What baby girl that used to bring around here all the time? Not baby girl like where like one of her kids was at. So that was weird. This is just all what I observed and seen and heard. So I'm trying to figure out, why were they taking Naziyah to these Carly apartments on Shoemaker where nothing good was going on there, especially in this one particular apartment that the girl confirmed that she saw it. I did ask her to join the live. She didn't send me the request. She said, I thought she said she didn't want to talk because something about her blood pressure shooting up or something like that. But I'm open to letting her talk if she would like to, so she can tell us what's going on in this hotel. Oh, I did, Alicia. I did. Best believe that. We always have receipts. Always. Now, if I could show y'all the what's the name or whatever, then I would. But I can't do that. I don't have a studio like Mark. I don't have the studio, the technology, or the knowledge of the fancy stuff. She did. Oh, I probably didn't see it because I was talking. But yeah, I don't know. I don't want to put you guys in theory or say, well, this and that. That's just my own personal opinion of where I'm at right now, because it's just not making sense. This hotel thing, not making sense. Not with him alone. It's not making sense. Like, at all whatsoever. It's just not. The way the rooms are set up is not making sense. The way the hotels are set up is not making sense. The way the back door is set up is not making sense. The way the side door is set up is not making sense. There's no trash can in the back. There's 3 trailers. The trash can is on the side of the hotel. Oh, she want to talk in private? Oh, okay. That's fine. I'll talk to her when I get off. Like, it's just not making sense. The Indian lady who worked there, she was like stuttering. Body language was off. She didn't give a damn whether it was a young girl walking in there or not.
Now, I do believe that now at these hotels, you know, these folks are not mandated reporters. You know, they have one job and one job only, and that's to check you in, give you your key, check you out, answer any questions that you may have. Now, I agree, like, you know, someone humane, someone with a heart would definitely call for help or be concerned if they see little girls frequenting, you know, coming inside the hotel with older men. However, like I said before, those people only have one job and one job only. And furthermore, I know about these janky hotels, child. Okay? I wasn't always as innocent as I am, okay? I done seen some things. I done some things. I know about that lifestyle. And I've lived in hotels for a couple years, actually. So I know how these rundown, extended stay, you know, I know how they get down, child. All they care about is money, and most of the times they barely can speak English, and that's facts. Naziyahharris.
They don't look into those things. They don't look to see if something is off or awkward there. You just pay the money, you get your key, and you go to your room and do what you do. Oh, well, the cameras, our cameras don't hold footage that long. At this point, let me tell you something. I don't know if I need to do like another. It happened to her when she was 10 years old and she's 33. 10 years old and she's 33 right now today. You know what also is pondering to me, right? How certain family members' actions just aren't adding up. I have never seen someone so meh about someone that was in their household and it's just gone. And then not by natural causes. Let me put that in there. But going back to all of them, I have never seen someone so disassociated, nonchalant, IDGAF energy about someone who was in their household. Like they were never there at all. Like, it's making me think, like, and not to go back to scenarios, but I'm allowed to think. It's giving jealousy. It's giving jealousy. It's giving hatred. It's giving never cared. You know another thing that bothers me, right? Aside from the pictures that we keep seeing of Naziyah, these, right, and a few others, why Naziyah only got about, I'll say maybe like 15 little pictures? Like total. Like that's posted through all of their page. Mama, grandma, aunties, all of them. That's weird. That's weird. You know another thing that's weird to me? I'm trying to figure out, why was Jarvis picking up Naziyah after school? Like, him, out of all people, why was he picking her up after school?
That part. Y'all, my father has been in prison since I was 11 years old, okay? Never mind that, okay? In prison. He does not know anything about this case, anything. I told him a 5-minute synopsis of what is going on here. He said, oh yeah, they got rid of that baby. Her grandmama and her auntie knew, and it sounded like the auntie was selling her. Daddy didn't even know all the details, y'all. And he clocked it. Powerful stuff. Anyone with a set of eyeballs and a brain can see what is going on here. But I don't want to talk too much on Shannon because that's for some later videos, okay? Let's continue.
That's what I want to know. You know another thing I want to know? Because I had to go back through some messages, right? So for the ones who've been following me from the very beginning, like January, well, no, like I think I posted in January. It might have been February time frame. Do y'all remember when I posted that message thread, the big long message thread with Shannon? Okay, y'all remember that? What I'm trying to figure out is, in the messages, because I had to go back through the messages and read and dissect. Shannon, first she said Naziyah was trying to go find some ick. Reading between the lines. She was trying to go find some ick. Then she said she likes older men. What's confusing to me is Shannon was asked, is Naziyah, first she said she was trying to get some ick. Then she was asked if she was a virgin. And she said, well, she better be. But this was already after she had already said that Naziyah was trying to go find some ick.
And if a 13-year-old young adolescent child is going outdoors, hopping off the porch to find some penis, that sounds like a learned behavior to me.
But let's just take that part out for a minute. How would you know what age group Naziyah liked? And if you're saying that she was supposed to be a virgin, how would she be trying to go find some ick? And then there are messages that's being exchanged. Messages being exchanged about sexual encounters with Mr. Butts. That's all I can say on that. So it's all making sense to me of why Miss Beluga Will Big Back don't give two shits about what happened to Naziyah at all. Because Shannon knows where she's at. She never gave a damn about Naziyah from day one. Couldn't have. You know what Shannon's still saying today? Even after the prosecutor that came out and said everything that she said, she's still saying Naziyah ran away. Shannon is still saying that Naziyah ran away, even after everything has already come out by the prosecutor. So what does that tell you? She know where she at. She don't give a damn about Naziyah. And she probably felt some type of way about this baby that Naziyah was having by her nigga, because her nigga wasn't claiming her goddamn kids. At least not the last few. Because that whole little a feud between her and the baby mama and Shannon was all on Facebook. And if I'm mistaken, I think the post is still up about her posting. So you're not gonna claim my son, which is the youngest baby.
Knowing what we know about Shannon, this is what I just heard in my head. I'm Shannon right now, right? And you ain't claiming my kids? And you fucking this little bitch? And now you done got the bitch pregnant? But you ain't claiming my kids? Okay. That's the vibe that I'm picking up here.
The only kid that Jarvis was really claiming was her oldest daughter that's 11 years old. So, which is why she tried to be funny and be on some funny shit, because she had an attitude and go file what she filed against Jarvis magically the day that Naziyah went missing. If you go back to my page, all the way down, you got to go all the way down. You got to dig deep down to when I put that TikTok of Naziyah and Janiyah up. And they were dancing next to each other. And Naziyah had on the white sweater or beige sweater. It looked white. They're in the same house doing the TikToks. They're in the same house. Jarvis is there in the house. You can clearly tell that she is pregnant. You can clearly tell. So if this shit isn't screaming jealousy, plus you add her demeanor towards all of this, and anytime something is said about her or when she feels like she want to pop out and speak, what does she speak about? Me. She speaks about me. She speaks about me. And then she goes back into her bear cave. And if it's something that really gets underneath her skin, she'll pop out again. And then she'll go back into her bear cave. I'm trying to figure out how, with him being a registered sex offender, okay? And there are pictures of Jarvis that are at school dances. I'm assuming daddy-daughter dances. Okay? When they have dances, right, or when any adult needs to come to the school, there is permission slips that needs to be signed. There are, what they call them? Dang, the word is right there. The word is right there. Not chaperones. Right? There's a slip for chaperones. There's a slip for permission slips. There's a slip to be able to run, checks on people. So how was he able to get inside of the school? Now, I understand that's his daughter. I get that. But you're a sex offender. How was he able to get into the school? Okay, that's number one. Number two. How was he able to... How was he able to say that he was Naziyah's dad and no one checked into that?
That part?
Y'all ain't never seen Naziyah's daddy come up to the school at all. At all. This man ain't never came into the school that had anything to do with Naziyah. So how could y'all think that this was her dad? So was he going up there and saying that he was Mervin? So what policies?
Well, I just thought of something. Maybe they were familiar with him, right? I mean, you did say he was at the school dance. There is proof, well, not proof, but, people in the family, basically. So I guess that is proof. Saying that Jarvis actually would pick the kids up from school on more than one occasion. So this school is familiar with them. I know with my children, you can't pick my kids up. I have to pick my kids up. And you have to be on like an emergency list to be able to retrieve any child from school if they are not your child. So one, the school sounds ghetto, ratchet, and they don't give a fuck. This happens often in the inner city. Okay. And there's probably some corruption within the school too, allegedly. Okay. For nobody to put a stop to this sooner. Put a stop to the weird activity. When Jarvis came up to the fence, talk about he was Mervin, to talk to her at recess, fucking weird as fuck. Why didn't anything happen then? Why wasn't there a call being made, rather? No one cared to say anything? Okay.
Naziyahharris.
Naziyah's name is about to not change the city. It's about to change the world, Craig. Her name about to change the world, Craig. Because it ain't adding up. It's not adding up. Nowhere. It's not adding up on CPS part. It's not adding up on DPS part. Detroit Public Schools. It's not adding up on CPS. It's not. What is y'all doing? What is y'all doing? And now she is, quote unquote, deceased per the prosecutors. And the school people, the school faculty saying they saw this and they saw that. But ain't nobody said nothing. So when are y'all going to start saying something? When? Because now a girl is dead. So for all of y'all over there at CPS, Child Protective Weak Ass Services, and Detroit Public Weak Ass School,
okay,
I hope that this face right here is buried into y'all brains, and this is the face that y'all see to speak up.
Family, this will conclude part 2 of the deep dive of our little sister, Naziyahharris. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more content like this. I will catch you on the next one in a minute.